Hi, how you doing? Welcome to Pagan Goddess Tarot. And tonight I'm going to be doing the zodiac sign of Capricorn for the mid-month of February 2021. Remember, these readings are timeless, so even though they're dated with a stamp, that's just for us to catalog them. It's you can read them 20 years from now and they're still, whenever time you find them is when you're meant to see them. Okay, it's still part of the general collective, even though it's a smaller portion. So take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't. If it starts to resonate later, at a later date, you're more than welcome to come back and rewatch videos on my channel, or you can join us over at Patreon for the extendeds. Let me see. If you like the channel, please push like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell icon so you get notified whenever I put up videos. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. And as always, I do pre-shuffle the cards to keep you from having to listen to shuffling. So we have Swan Spirit, and it's telling you it's time for a deep dive. That's just a beautiful card. All right. Now, many of you know the reason I do the oracle messages is they're extremely powerful in and of themselves, but most of the time they do coordinate with the tarot portion of the reading. Okay. And they are a part of the reading. I mean, if you're just interested in the tarot portion, then go forward, but this coordinates with it. It is part of the reading. It's signed, and it says, enjoy happiness and success. And the next card is Lady, and it's telling you to enjoy growth and reap rewards. All right, that sounds like a good start. Happiness and deep reward, or great rewards. So I'm going to do the tarot portion of the reading. It's a 5-position spread. It's past, present, future. Advice from Spirit and the most probable outcome if you follow Spirit's advice. All right. So, let's see what we've got for the past for Capricorn. Wow, the Ace of Swords. Truth and clarity. Okay. That's also Excalibur. So, all of those principles that go with the Knights of the Round Table, honor, integrity, etc., are also part of that. That's a double-edged sword. It can cut both ways. So, be careful that what you use it for. Note there's light at the end of it. It's very spiritual, and it's I have to look up the Latin word or the phrase for it, but more or less use it more or less use it for good. Wow. In the present we have the 10 of Pentacles. Those children don't belong to this couple, but they're in love, and they're imagining what it's going to be like to sit there and watch their own children walk up and down that beach. Okay. All right. How about the future? Everything looks great so far. How about that? Capricorn. Aw. You learned a lot of hard lessons. I think that might be in the wrong position, but I'm going to take it. Because usually when Spirit does that, it is... And maybe this is coming about because you went through this, you know, and you're finally just getting through the anguish of it, because we've ended a cycle in the past, and it's going to bring all this in. And it's the start of a new day, because your spirit is the 3 of Wands. I mean, your spirit's advice is the 3 of Wands. It's telling you your ships are coming in, and that's you're enjoying success and happiness, enjoy growth and rewards. This would be a time for a deep dive. Maybe you're going back into the past to heal things while this is coming in. This is a very creative spirit. It's blessed by Awen. You see the ships are down here. They're coming into the harbor. And it's just really amazing card. It's powerful, dynamic, creative. It's like you're starting something. It could be something, you're starting something that's dynamic. Something that's creative, you know, like a YouTube channel reading tarot cards. Or sculpting. sorry, couldn't resist. All right, and this is another 3. So you got 2 3s here. And this is the 3 of Shields, and that's mastery. You are mastering something, or you have mastered something in the past. Okay? You have mastered something in the past. These 2 people are here to commission the sculptor. And this, again, is blessed by spirit. This is Owen. This is blessed by spirit. And he's mastered something to the point where he can create abundance with it. So, okay. And at the bottom of the deck, we have celebrating life. All right. So I really feel that this 10 of Swords is that in the future, you're going to understand that you are moving on. If you take Spirit's advice, you're going to move on and build something abundant. And that means you're going to end up closing a cycle. Chew. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Chew. I'm not used to all this dry heat. I'm sorry about that. Anyways, I know I'm not sick. So, this 10 of Swords is perhaps you're just going back and reviewing the lessons, or you're finishing off the lessons because you did have clarity. You know that you can have the 10 of Pentacles, but you know you have to finish off any healing, any lessons that need to be learned. You need to do that. And then you can take Spirit's advice and move forward. You can become abundant. You can master this, and then you will be celebrating life. And it even tells you that over here. And it's time for a deep dive. Okay, so whatever little areas that you have not taken care of, I think that's what it's telling you. So that when you move forward, because that, I think if I'm not mistaken, that's Saturn. And Saturn comes with lessons, harsh lessons, okay? And you learned those. Okay, so it's time to tie up the loose ends, and then you're going to embark on a new beginning. You're going to end a cycle. Okay? You're almost there. So, with the Clarity card, you got the High Priestess, and it's telling you to follow your intuition. Okay? You have the clarity, you have the foresight, you have the knowledge. You can bring about your own wish fulfillment. If you're wishing for happiness, you can have that. Okay? You can offer your cup of love to somebody. And I'm sure you have somebody in particular that you're thinking about. Okay? All right, Capricorn, what else have we got for that? Oh, and there we have it. There you go, offering your cup of love. Or somebody's offering one to you. Somebody could be coming into you to offer a cup of love. Are you going to accept it? Okay, so, and that's why it's important that you take this deep dive right now. You need to make sure that you've left all of the past behind. You've moved to calmer waters. And the warning of this card is don't bring the past with you. Okay? You heal it and you leave it. Okay? And it's all right to accept somebody's help, because this wizard is helping this woman and child. I think there's a child. Yeah, a woman and child leave. Okay, so there is help available if you need it. And it may come from an unlikely source, too. Okay. So you may be getting an offer, too, to start something, or an offer to start something creative, build something creative. Somebody's bringing you an offer in, and there's a promise in that offer, because there's a rainbow behind that. Okay? And Spirit's advice is for you to take that. Okay? You're guarded right now. That's the 9 of Wands. That's the wounded warrior. Okay? And the reason you're guarded is because you had to have a battle for every wand back there, except for the one in his hand. That's his. Okay? So he's had to battle all the way. Now, he knows there's another wand out there. He just doesn't know whether it's friend or foe. And in this case, there's only one wand out there, which indicates to me that it is most likely the Ace of Wands coming in for him. Okay? Which is creativity. A passionate new beginning. Creative, dynamic. Okay? And again, this is the second time we're seeing the Ten of Cups. So this plays strongly into whatever you're planning in the future. Or, okay, or whatever. And again, there's the rainbow. There's that rainbow. It's a promise. Okay. So, if you follow Spirit's advice, you should you should master something. You will be mastering something. And when you do that, it's like something's going to come rushing in for you. And it's going to come in fast. Because okay. And it's warning you about the devil. Okay. And I think that's why the devil energy. The devil energy is not as bad as everybody thinks it is. It can be. It can be a toxic relationship. But I think this is why you are looking back here. This is why you're going back and healing any wounds, any heartbreak that you kind of missed. You're going to be kind of bombarded with that. You're not going to know who's friend or who's foe. And whatever this is, you're going to be very passionate about it. So you know, with any passion, it can become an addiction. If you're passionate about your work, like there's times I do tarot for hours and hours and hours, okay? It's because I'm very passionate about it. But I can't do that every day to exclude, you know, not going to work, not feeding my family. Well, it's just my daughter and I, but still. The point is, I don't do this to the exclusion of life, you know? Okay, so, and I think it's just a warning to be careful that you don't get wrapped up. You know, people that starting a new business, sometimes they work 18 hours a day or more, you know, and it's easy to get into a routine and become like a workaholic. Okay, or just be careful of toxicity. But I think it's just a warning of that. I don't think the devil's coming in, because you're presenting as the Emperor right here, and you know, the Emperor is that take charge with authority kind of guy. So, and it shows you celebrating life. So I don't think you'd be celebrating life if it was toxic. Okay? And you have the death. This is the transformation. This is the final death card. This is the transformation and the rebirth. And that's what it's talking about. It is ending a cycle. And it's because you've achieved this. You've gotten to the point where you love yourself. Okay, you're not necessarily looking for love. You're not opposed to it, but you're not looking for it. Okay, you're content and happy with where you are. Okay, and it's all coming back to that 10. Okay, and the 7 of Wands is on the bottom of the deck, and that's telling you that you can feel the way anything that comes at you at this time. You're going to be able to do that. So let's get some cards from the Archangel deck. Okay. One more. Sorry, Capricorn. Okay, we have leadership. Just because I pre-shuffle, sometimes they have me shuffle till they get me to the card they want me to tell you about. Archangel Gabriel, it is time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. Okay. One more for Capricorn, please. One more for Capricorn, please, angels. Archangels. Okay, it's a brilliant idea. See, I was right. It is about building something. Yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your ideas to fruition. Sorry. And it's Archangel. The next one is you are safe. It's Archangel Michael. And it says, I am prioritizing you against lower energy. I'm protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and your home. So that's back there with the 6 of Swords. You know, don't be afraid to accept help. Okay? This is a really good reading. What you have coming in, it's basically just telling you to tie up some of those loose ends that you haven't worked on. It's just some inner work that you need to deal with. Other than that, this reading is phenomenal. Okay? And I hope you like it. Again, if you like it, hit like, subscribe, share, hit the bell icon. I'm going to take this over to Patreon now for the extended, and if you want to join us, you're more than welcome. If this is where you leave me, that's okay. Light and love. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you.